these cost approximately $150. If you find them on sale, you can get them for like $100. So one of the first things Desmos did, and I'll be real honest here, I applied for a job with Desmos, and if I got it, I would be gone right now. I would not be still teaching here. I'd probably have moved to California. I love you guys, but I really like what this company's doing and what they're trying to do with teaching math. So one of the main things Desmos has, if you just go to desmos.com, is a variety of calculators. This is their main one, where we can like do things like y equals 3x plus 5 and see what that actually looks like. But then one of the cool things Desmos does is, unlike your calculator, we can instead replace these things with variables that we can play with. And we can play with the variables and see what in the world does this do to my line as I move my b down or move my b up. It's not shifting my line left or right, even though it sort of looks like that. It's really shifting up and down, right? Because we are smart enough, we already know the b acts as the y-intercept, right? So, popping back to here, I'm just trying to pitch Desmos to you guys and why I like the website so much. No, log in with Google. Sorry, log in with Google. You already have accounts. Log in with Google. I know you don't have any assigned activities, but it should let you in. Log in with Google. Seven XJSH8. If you are having trouble, please stick up a hand. Student.desmos.com. Oh, hit sign in with Google. Don't type in your stuff. Hit sign in with Google. Close out the window and try again, probably. Because you have no service. Read my email. I feel so bad. I have no assigned activity. When I responded to your email about me. Look at how lucky we are. So hit this. Hold on. Apparently there's an issue with some of you. I have to imagine it's something to do with your account.
I think you guys had to hit the sign in twice. That's what I did. I did it like 5 times.
Yeah, I had to hit it. I had to hit it twice.
I had to hit it once. Oh wait, I just had to hold down on it. It was weird. Hey, I was first. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's. I got it. You didn't approve me.
Approve all. Of course there's approval. So, absolutely. Your task, if you choose to accept it, and if you don't, I guess you can just sit there and be pouty, is to try and capture all of those stars using graphing rules that we have been learning for the past week or so. So your first one might be showing you what the activity is going to do. Then when you hit next at the top right, see how there's a next arrow? Then you start to have to modify things. This line is not correct for launching from right here, right? You can see where the marbles will launch from. And the line will, of course, catch them if the line is below them.
How do you make them below?
That's for you to figure out. It has directions. Notice how it has directions that says change one number in the row below to fix. Wait, just change one number? We should only have to change one number, apparently. Those are not decorations. Those are directions. Is anyone still waiting for like my approval? Or is anyone still stuck outside of the class, not able to get in? Yeah, so if you're successful, click next. Go to the next one.
Wait. Does it have to line up with that thing?
Hit launch. You have to get the stars with the marble, not just with the line. With the marble has to hit your stars. It should tell you success. Then you know that you're ready to move on.
What? Oh. How do we do it? What is
Read the directions, guys. Make sure that if it only says change one number, if you change both numbers, you're going to make it a bit more difficult to figure out. It could still work.
This is confusing.
So guys, here's my pitch with Desmos. And actually, one of the reasons I love Desmos is I have a magic bullet. Here's my Desmos magic bullet. Look at your screen. So, here's the deal with your activity. Hey, here's the deal with any Desmos activity we do. Desmos is very much set up in discovery-based learning, where we derive things instead of having somebody like open up your brain and dump it in. So, for those couple people that I've already heard saying like, I don't know what I'm doing, that's the point. You know some based off what we've done in class, but now we're taking that and trying to kind of put things together, and we're going to have that moment of like, wait, what is going on here? Before we get past that and get to like, I see what's going on here. So, please don't ruin it for your classmates to be like, oh, here, let me do it for you. Like, you can give hints, you can ask questions, but like, we're each doing this on our own. Okay? Yes.
I don't know how to do it.
It's okay. I'll walk around and it's try things. Don't be afraid of goofing up. You can always reset it. So slide number 3 shows you if you have too much fun, you can always reset back to the original. So read the directions. It says change one number. Y is not a number. Y was a variable. You're changing a variable. You're making it more difficult, Brenda, so I'm not going to help you if you're purposely making it more difficult.
Oh, you can do decimals, guys. Oh, I got it.
Then you're going to see a symbol and some brackets that we haven't seen before. And you should be able to start to figure out what in the world that does.
I got it. Guys, you can do decimals. Oh, God. I made a joke with the graph.
It's our first experience with Desmos, Mr. Smith.
This is really fun. Do you know which
You get it.
I don't get anything.
I did it. I'm not on slide 5. I'm on slide.
Class, yeah.
What the?
Are you sure it's all of us? So what is this? Oh, I know how to do it. Oh, I missed. The second one? Sorry.
Here's the other super cool thing.
The right tools for the right job make all the difference.
Look at the top left of your screen. Now your name, it might not be top left, let me double check. Now your name under the activity is anonymized. The reason for that is as we work through Desmos activities, can do this and show everyone what everyone is doing, but we can keep ourselves kind of like protected under the sense of like, if I'm making a mistake, I might not want that mistake shown to everybody, but we don't know who Ruth is unless I hover on Ruth's name and we look at it. But like, I can show Ruth's graph. I don't know why my Spotify is popping up. So I can then go through and look at these graphs and I can see who is on what pages. So guys, I really like Desmos for how much it shows me, but I think you will like Desmos because it's like fun. It's exploration. Now, as soon as you get done with the first marble slides activity, I have another one that I'm going to go ahead and assign. Guys, did I say it's homework? Did I say you have to do it? No, but when I tell you it's called Marble Slides Mini Golf, I think some of you might be like, oh, maybe math doesn't suck. It's mini golf.
You can't make two graphs. Where are you?
Why is my name under it now? Like, why aren't you?
Because I unanonymized. I was just showing you guys a feature.
I can make a parabola.
You can make a parabola?
Wait, Max, are you interested in what we're doing right now?
No. I'm right now being frustrated and confused. I figured it out. It's failing me, Mr. Hudson. It's failing me.
Once you get to the third thing, I can't help you because I'm stuck on that too.
Whoa, wait! What did I do? Oh, crap. I just... Oh, I made it go...
What the?
No. Yes, no!
It is kind of fun.
I'm on the fourth one.
I'm on the six.
Six!
I'm on the sixth one. Number five.
Guys, this is not a race.
Wait, there's an explanation one. Can I just say I don't know?
No way, I just did a secret. I did a secret. I'm not telling you. I did a big trick.
I don't know.
So, Marble Slides Mini Golf is not difficult. But if you get done with the one you're looking at, it's just kind of fun because it's mini golf. So, I just assigned that to our class as well. I know it's not super difficult.
Are we allowed to pick which one we do? Or?
I mean, you're supposed to go in order, but...
No, you can add more sliders to add more lines to the graph and then transform it into a weird graph.
So are we just playing or are we stuck?
Oh, wait. Oh, I got
Did you see where it said you can reset? So we're able to reset the line back to the original.
I'm trying to get to Desmos.
So notice it says change one number in the row below to fix the marble slide. So as we've been doing this, we said the number in front of the X.
Look at this.
So right now it would be 1, right? Because the assumption is always a 1 in front of a variable. So 1 looks like it's too steep. How do we lay it down less steep?
Oh, I know
If
what you mean.
that number was 4, and now we made it 1.
When did that change? Mr. Hudson, our names don't look like they're anonymized anymore.
Yeah, correct. Because I turned it off. So I could actually see who was who and doing what.
Oh.
But if I'm going to put it on the board up there, I'll anonymize it before I put it on the board.
I didn't know. You actually really helped me because I didn't know you were out.
Now remember, it only said we need to change one number. Now we
Okay.
changed both.
You really helped me.
So I think changing the steepness was our best bet. I don't think we need to change the y-intercept. I just think we need to play with the steepness until we get it to what we want.
No.
So I think it was a +4.
How the heck? I don't keep my
Guys, remember, if you go too far, click on the gear wheel and you can reset back to the original. If you go way too deep and have changed way too much,
Well, you guys solved this, but I don't know like what this bracket is or like
well, if we don't know what that bracket is, let's experiment.
Really?
Push your hand out of the way. Change that to a 10.
No.
Change it to an 8.
Oh my god.
I figured it out.
So when it was 11, oh, that's at 11. Yes, wait, that's a cutoff.
What's that?
You don't make a
So
problem.
if x is less than 1, my line is everything where x
I
is.
just split.
Oh, this is telling you x is like what I'm allowing x to be. So if I allow x to be up to goes all the way up.
I know how
But
to
if I stop X at like, I don't know, like 10, it's right at my marble, or right at my star.
How do you make another one?
Does that make sense? That now we kind of see what's going on with that? It's stopping my X. It's like a barricade, or like a boundary.
Yeah, I did that, but then how do you paste that on there? Sorry. What? I realized. Wait, I can share it.
Dude, this reminds me of the marble roller coaster we did in fun.
You can make as many as you want.
Oh, I know how to change it only even that.
Wait.
I'm going to show you guys a rabbit hole that I probably shouldn't.
Whoa, 7 is confusing because a lot of people said yes. A lot of people said no. I'm on 6. I'm on 9.
Some of you will try number 3. Some of you, hey, there we go, will actually decide that this is interesting to you and that you see the beauty behind all of this. And some of you will dive down this rabbit hole like these students have. If you go to the Desmos.com homepage and you scroll down to Global Math Art Contest finalists, these are graphs. When you click on it, it tells you every different piece of the graph, because as you get older and you learn more about math, you'll learn how to cut off functions and start them at certain spots and make dots on graphs. So then what we can do is turn on and off different parts of the function, and then we can look at what different graphs made these things, because I can turn my graphs on and off just by clicking right here. So that little part at the top right, that little part of the like reflection, this graphed that. Now, I might not understand what the heck that means right now, because that's like a really, really good one. But what if I go to one of the simpler ones, right? Like maybe Austin and his hand with the light bulb. So, or how do I make these? Some guy named Austin did. So, oh, he put a picture on here and then he graphed it to match it. Ah, like he literally overlaid a picture. Because look, light bulb, if I turn off the light bulb outline, oh, he hand drew it. Right, he hand drew, and then he took a picture, put it on the graph, and then made the lines to match. That's interesting. Self-portrait?
It takes a minute to load.
Self-portrait.
Whoa. Okay, sorry, I didn't.
Oh, shit. Guys, we can shade based off how we make the functions. So guys, these are all like high school students, middle school students. 13 to 14, 15 to 16, 17 to 18. See how interested some of you guys are?
What the?
It's the Desmos Bar. It has to render a bunch of data.
That's so cool.
There's no way.
Terrible.
What do you mean there's no way?
Wait, how did they throw the car model in?
Hold on. Hold on. Perfect thing that just got said. Let's think back to day 1 of school. Remember that conversation about impossible? This, somebody just said there's no way. But it's right in front of us. This is not like faith or anything. It's right in front of us. There is way. I can turn them on and off. Like literally, I can turn on and off how the heck this got made. But there's a ton of effort that went into it. Guys, nothing is really impossible. You just don't know how to do it yet. The power of yet. You just don't know how to do it yet. So here's the other, hold on, do you care if I show that? So here's the other reason I love Desmos. Now I can go in and Gus can be like, hey, I kind of want to show off what I did. Can you show what I did? So here's what Gus did for number 6, because he's grabbing on to Desmos and saying math can be fun/funny. He got it, right? He got it.
Whoa, Gus, that's impressive.
Wait, can you redo it?
Yeah, here, watch.
Gus is right. You can actually do that.
See? That's impressive. That's very impressive.
I hear like half a smile.
Damn it.
Hey, don't swear, all because you lost the bet.
No, I'm.
But I hate you.
I mean,
I like
wait,
Desmos.
I like Desmos. 99% certain.
Whoa.
Whoa.
They need to add a thing.
They need to add a thing. Anyone else want to show off theirs? Here, hold on. 5 minutes. Let's all work for 5 minutes. This is not set at 5 minutes. But let's work for almost 5 minutes, and then we'll see who wants to show off their solutions. Okay? We're going to put on some work music.
Oh my gosh, wait. Actually, I'm going for it.
I want that too.
How do you?
I don't like this.
I like it, but it's not.
It's been a pleasure rooting you.
Can we possibly do that sort of like art thing?
Absolutely. We just have to learn some of this before we can do the art stuff. So, yeah, I love that question. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
No! What was he right?
No!
I actually like Desmos.
I like
This
this
is
a
fun.
lot.
This is very
I'm
fun.
just making it going for
Very fun.
Mr. Hudson, I think I got it.
I'm not sure why we need a graph paper.
It's incredibly
I made a pivot and I just decided we're probably going to
Yes!
How do you do 16?
You missed it. Oh yeah, I will say the marbles don't launch identical every time because like gravity is written into this program, and gravity doesn't always happen the exact. Like it's gonna pull it down, but as things bounce and hit at angles, like it might be successful one time and not work the next time. It means you need to tweak it, make it better.
I broke it.
Are you just this excited?
I just split the ball in half.
This is funny.
How do you flip this thing?
How does that not work?
I want to flip
It
my
does work, Anna.
Well, so then this is like a positive growth, right? So if you wanted it to go this way, we would actually be talking about negative growth, right? Because if it's going down, that's negative growth. But then you have it cutting off. That x has to be bigger than 5.
Oh my gosh.
Like that is like a cutoff, right? I was over there chatting with either Brandon or Lily. I think it was Lily where we figured out that cut it off, right? So if you don't want it to cut off, get rid of that little brackety piece.
Mr. Hudson, I want to share mine for number 4.
Can I share mine for number 4 too?
I make mine more interesting than number 4.
Your friend won't give me
How do I
so
square something? Oh, they stack up each other.
to help your friend.
For number
So
for
they've got it
number
cutting
1.
off
Go back to
at 2, right? And that's why it doesn't go any further. Also, if we try to compare those stars to that line, do they have the same steepness right now? No, so I'd probably change the cutoff and I'd probably change the steepness. Right, is just what my gut says.
So would the steepness be like
So you don't need exact numbers. What we're typing here is just like I would probably suggest to them change your steepness and change your cutoff point. That's all we really. There's not like a right or wrong answer there.
You had to write this is wrong.
Ooh. Yeah, they make a diamond.
What?
That's a pain on butt.
Wait, how did I do that? Oh yeah, I just made art. Mr. Hudson.
So come on, man, do what you're supposed to do.
Gus.
What do you mean how? Figure it out. Experiment.
No, it didn't work.
Oh, you got it so much better.
I gotta find your guys' page again to be able to share.
That's mine exactly.
Oh, it is? Oh, no, I just let it run. I just pushed it. How does this do this? Dang it.
Do you mean slide for or fix it
Can you
for,
make the
Jake?
practice sit in the middle of it, or do they have to
Jake, you mean this one you wanted shared?
Yeah, me and Jake did like the exact same thing, basically.
So Jake made a tiny little ramp right at the top just to whoop.
Me and Connor made the exact same thing.
So what have we figured out this does?
No idea. I
Why
made
do
it up.
lines? Oh, that means it stopped. Wait,
It's like a cutoff, right? It's like a
Yeah.
boundary. Max, only person with their hand up.
can you show mine like the same question that that was?
Fix it for. Yeah, I can go find you.
Oh, share mine.
I just told Max that I would share theirs. So Max just went a bit more simple of just if I just put 2 lines down here. Ha-boom, ha-boom, I got it. We don't need to be overly complicated. For what? Fix it for?
I figured out how to
I'm on challenge slide one.
cut off again. Like, make it another cut off.
So here we got 2 lines idea. I can actually just go down the list of students. Oh, so wait, you're on challenge slide 1. So I want to show it up here. Predict, verify, predict, verify.
You have to write this code.
Jordan. So Jordan, talk to us about what you're doing here.
No way.
I'm cutting off the line.
Wait, is this
But you got 2 of these.
Yeah, it depends which way.
Where does it work?
No, this is the same activity you're in, guys. Jordan's just way out in the challenge slides that come at the end. So Jordan said, I can make a starting point and an end point because this says x needs to be less than 14, so that gives it an end point. X needs to be bigger than 10, that gives it a start point. So my x is only allowed to operate between 10 and 14, but I got another way that we could say that. Can I modify this for you? If we want to start at 10 and have our x be greater than that, but then have our x be less than 14, double inequality.
It didn't change it on mine.
Start point, end point. That's because now this is like my graph. Like now, like I'm messing with it, controlling it. But I don't think it should change it on yours because your graph is yours. Like I shouldn't be able to change it on your side. How do you make the what? To Jordan's? Not many of us are way out there on that challenge, but sure. How do you make what? Oh, that is right beside the M on your keyboard. You have to shift to use it, but those are just like the I forget what they're called. Like they have a name in like language arts, but it barely gets. But I do want to show yours, especially because yours has a horizontal line on it. So Spencer, which one? What are you looking at, Spencer? Fix It 3? Fix It 3. So Spencer, ooh, actually this is not a horizontal line. Wait, yes it is. This line barely exists. But it does, guys, look at this. This line has a slope of 9,999 because he pretty much wanted it straight up and down. He pretty much wanted it straight up and down. There's actually no number that I can put in here to make a completely vertical slope because it would have to be the biggest number you can think of divided by nothing because we don't go over at all, and you can't divide by nothing. So we'll talk about how to make vertical lines. There's a very specific way to do that. But to make a horizontal line, guys, what does 0 times x do? It's nothing. Look up at the screen. Look up at this screen real quick. A horizontal line, you just tell it what you want your y to equal. You don't need any x at all. If Jordan tells it make y equal to 1.35, y is always 1.35. Now, other pro tip, if you long hold this, you can change the color. If you long click on this over here, you can change the color so you can see your lines in different colors. So now if we launch Jordan, if we launch Spencer. Sorry, I had been talking about Jordan, now we're talking about Spencer. It works, right? He had this line right here to catch it, and then we go down, And then we barely get the tip of that one. So I could probably drop my green line down a tiny bit. Maybe to like 1.3. Or maybe just at 1. I wonder if that works.
I did challenge
Yeah.
one. Yeah, you wanna see? You wanna look at it? It's challenge like
Let's go 5 more minutes working. Because I know we're distracting people up at the board. Let's go 5 more minutes working and then 5 more minutes sharing.
Real quick before I do my next shoot, see this real quick? You see if you don't drop all those evens.
Gus cut things. Whoa, how are there so many of you out on the challenge when you haven't done the things leading up to it?
I've done everything leading up to it.
Man, that's when like Mr. Hudson would turn on pacing. All right, I'm going to tell you guys because today I'm glad that you're excited and exploring. I'm going to show you one of the options I have. Look up here real quick, just so you know as we do Desmos. If I turn on pacing, I can say like everyone has to be between screens and 1 and 9. Right? Like so right now, I'm going to let you guys keep playing on whatever you want to, but please know that in the future when we use Desmos, I'm going to ask you to go slide by slide by slide, and I'm probably going to use pacing. Well, I unlocked it. You can do whatever you want. Don't get too sassy with me. I'll pause it for everyone, and we'll just have a talk. I love it. Guys, and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, whatever, and then it's going to happen to us. We'll be in Desmos working, and you guys will like forget that I exist, and then I'll click pause, and you will become like violently angry. You're like, what did you do? And like that's the best moment, right? When like you're mad that somebody stopped you from working. Patrick's face right now.
I bet you're excited.
Weird flex, Patrick, but I'll take it. Weird flex. I like a good weird flex. I am so good at. So apparently, if you need help on this, Patrick's your man.
Hey Patrick, tell me how to do that. The car. Wait, can I make a circle so it goes infinitely?
You can make a circle, although it won't go infinitely because gravity. Like, but you can't. So guys, I bet you there's like a website that you could go ask the question how to graph a circle. It like starts with a G, I'm pretty sure.
I know how to graph a circle. You just make it really
No, literally, you can just type in something plus something squared equals something, and you get a circle. Oh, that's a great question. You use the caret. So here, check it. If I wanted to graph like x squared, and you don't have to type y equals, guys, it assumes y equals, so you don't have to type it. You would hit x. Hey, look up here real quick. When you hold shift and hit 6 to get to hit the caret, it bumps you up into a power. Then use the right arrow to get out of the power. Right? I'm in the power. I'm out of the power. I'm in the power. I'm out of the power. So then we can start playing with what does this do?
I know how. Mr. Hudson,
Yeah.
can you control my number 16?
Slide 16 or what? Slide 16.
Hey, what are those fancy brackets called? Are they just called fancy?
They are above your enter. I forget what they're called. I think they have a name, but...
I'm just gonna call them fancy brackets then.
Oh, Colin. This looks like Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Show me.
Oh, Donkey Kong's so fun.
Oh, nice.
It looks like one of the episodes of Donkey Kong where the barrels roll back and forth.
Like the classic Donkey Kong.
This is scary. That scares me. Oh, they barely made it back up.
Look at mine.
I don't know if you needed these bumpers. I don't know if those were necessary.
Because guess what? If it goes in for too long, it'll just like stop everything.
Oh, it just like disappears because it takes too long.
Yeah.
You should look at mine on the counter.
I accidentally just shut my computer off.
So guys, do you think that I could have shown any of you something like this when we started this lesson and you would have been able to tell me what was going on?
No.
Do you know more now than you did when we started? Is it okay if it doesn't all make sense when we leave class today?
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's fine. I agree. I need the weekend. We had a discussion about this morning. If tomorrow's not Friday, we're going to make it Friday.
That's I like that thinking. I want to use that thinking now.
In 2 days, we're not coming to school.
Gust had an interesting idea of saying, well, if I just make a couple lines that are right beneath where my ball drops, watch what happens because gravity, some go one way, some go the other way. Some go one way, some go the other way.
Isn't it challenge slide 2 if you want to look?
Wait, never mind. Mine's literally the same.
I just did challenge slide 2. That's why I was show mine challenge slide right there. Those two.
I just finished it.
I kind of accidentally shut my Chromebook off.
Bruh.
We still have 6 minutes. I don't know what you're doing shutting your Chromebook. Why is this playing? What the heck? Whoa! All right, I'm going to hide your functions. So a lot of times when we show this, we don't show what they typed in because that would be too easy to copy. But so we're like funneling, right? So Gus decided to funnel his.
No, they were already funneled.
Oh, okay. So you just had to modify some things.
I had to do the.
Interesting.
Pretty hard though.
Max,
Can you show mine for the challenge slide 1?
challenge slide 1 for Max. Oh. Okay, my computer will not stop wanting to play music. I don't know what's going on, but now it's pulling whatever YouTube I still have open.
It wants to boogie. No, boogie.
Okay.
It wants to boogie.
Where is my YouTube?
We have no idea where it went.
Alright, there we go. Now it's closed. Alright, let's check Max's. Crap, I showed you guys the graph. Split, back together. That was pretty sweet. I like it.
Can you show mine? Challenge slide 4. Challenge slide.
Max, I'm pretty sure that officially means that you have enjoyed this activity.
Yes.
If you are asking me to show yours.
Wait a minute, that's illegal.
That's illegal. Wait, you're not done.
You're illegal. Yeah, I am.
On challenge slide 4 or on slide 4?
Slide 6. Challenge slide 4. Fix it.
Wait, what? Fix it 4?
Yeah, fix it 4.
Okay, now I'm looking at what. Holy Max!
Oh boy.
Max wants the how many lines can I get on here at the same time?
Hey, it worked. As long as it works.
Lily. Guys, this exemplifies a lot of right ways to get to Florida. Look as we scroll through all of your fix-it 4s. They all look fairly different. Like we all applied different ideas. Look at this! That's some of. Wait, you get things stuck everywhere.
That's so funny.
Gus, Brenda, Max, Colin, Lily. Ooh, Renal. Nice.
I don't think you need that green line. That challenge slide 1 is very simple, but it's still basic of all.
What the? I'm trying to figure out how to get this line.
Oh my god. Oh my golly god.
All right, you cannot get me in trouble. But if
Wow.
Just kept saying it. What was it?
kept saying but
If
if you are a fan of this activity, there's a lot more of them that you can try and play with. Would you like me to assign some of these to the class so you can play with them? But, see, there's the but again. But if you have any other work for any other class, that must take priority. So I think the first one I'm going to open up for you guys to be able to try is Marble Slides Parabolas, because we've already started talking a little bit about what parabolas do. So I'm going to go ahead and assign that to you guys.
Wait, can you show my challenge? Wait, Mr. Hudson.
There's a name. Yes.
Do like the one where you stop it in a certain place. How do you stop it in a certain place?
Yeah, I regret to inform you, it is the end of class. You have to stop doing math. I am so very sorry. Hey, don't do that. Get up and unplug it.
Wait, but one question. How do I move this line to the side?
How do you move what line to what side?
This line in the middle over here.
That's the axis.
Okay, well,
Isn't that your y-axis?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure we can't move the y-axis. It's just there.
I don't know how to put like a line here though.
Oh, how do you put like a vertical line? Well, if a horizontal line is y equals something, ooh, I think a vertical line would probably be x equals. You're not allowed to do more math. You must stop doing math.
No, why are you saying that? That's not.
I gotta get back to it. I gotta like find where that activity went.
It's not like 2 inches.
Dashboard. Slide 2 or challenge 2? Grant. The problem is this isn't alphabetical. Do you see you? There you are.
Not that interesting, but just wanted to say.
I think we should make something to catch all the marbles. I think we should make like a cup or something at the very bottom to like catch them. You have to go to language arts now, though.
No!
You have to go to language arts.
No!
Get out of here. Get out. You have to go to class right now.
I will. Clear my stuff for me. No!
What you're doing for a club does not take priority over a class. You should shut your computer, dude. I know you want to keep it open, but if you drop that on your way and break your computer, will it be worth the time that you saved by keeping your computer open?
Maybe.
I mean, it's up to you and what you value.
Yeah, Pat's responsible for it.
Just kick him out.